Okay, go ahead.
Good morning, everyone. I'm calling this meeting to order at 8:01. Sarah, are you on board with minutes?
I am indeed.
Okay. We respectfully acknowledge that the Township of Cavan-Monaghan is located on the Treaty 20 Michi-Sagi territory in the traditional Michi-Sagi, in the traditional uh, territory of the Michi-Sagi Anishinaabe. We offer our gratitude for First Nations for their care for and teachings about these lands. May we honor these teachings. I will now call for a motion to approve the agenda. Um, we will have one change. Our delegation this morning will not be here, but we can discuss the proposal for the new website under marketing.
Does
Uh,
anybody know who, sorry, Kathy, does anybody know who Natasha Vanderhoek is?
I do not.
No idea.
Nope.
She's being asked to be admitted to the room.
I don't know.
Oh, okay,
She can be admitted, can she not? If she's, doesn't matter who she is. She's,
yep.
okay.
I just wondered if anybody, I didn't recognize the name. So, okay. She's not there anymore, so maybe she,
Gave up.
yeah, maybe. Well, maybe she'll be back. Okay, carry on. Sorry, Kathy.
Um,
Here's Kim. Kim's coming in.
okay.
Hi, Kim.
Hi, everyone.
Good morning, Kim.
Hi, Kim.
Um, just to advise everyone, this is Kim Blackwell of Fourth Line Theater, who will be filling in for our Timmy while she is on a leave of absence. We've been advised by Clerk of Council this morning that Kim does not have voting rights, or does she count at quorum, but we're very happy to have her here. And by our next meeting, Council will acknowledge that Kim is replacing Timmy on an interim basis.
Great.
Okay. So Kim, we've just called for an approval of our agenda. I hope you can see the agenda on screen. The only change to our agenda is that we will not be having the delegation this morning, who is Brittany Markovsky of Nexicom, talking about our new website proposal. But we can discuss that later on in the agenda under marketing. So I will now again ask for someone to make a motion to approve our agenda, or if there's any discussion, if anyone needs to make a change to the agenda. Now's the
Happy to
time.
approve it.
Thank you, Ryan. Seconder, please.
Yep.
That's Zach, and we'll move on. Does anyone have a pecuniary interest this morning? Never have had one so far, and we'll move on. We have no closed session. We have no delegation. And now if we can see the minutes on screen from our last meeting of okay, that should be reading. Maybe I'm looking at the wrong. We should have the minutes of our last meeting of January. I think my copy of the agenda, there's a typo there, and it's talking about the minutes of our December 12th meeting.
I think you're right. I'll amend the agenda.
Okay, sorry, I didn't notice that before. So our last meeting was actually January, I've got it, I don't have the minutes in front of me. January
January
9th.
9th.
Okay, they're on screen now. May I have a motion, please, to accept the minutes of our last meeting, January 9th?
Yeah, I'll move the minutes.
Thank you. Seconder?
Yeah.
Thank you, Zach. And we're all in favor. And moving down to business arising from the minutes, there's nothing noted there in the agenda. Moving down to reports, treasury report 9.1. Zach, take it away.
All right. Number one, thanks, Kathy, for putting this together in my absence last week. I appreciate you doing that. No checks going out this month. A few things just trickling in. So we got the Tall Pines filming revenue that came in for the 2000. A couple years worth of HST rebate. So worked with Kimberly Pope a little bit on that. Basically, this is just HST that was paid out in a lump sum. We received the amount back minus the web page for 2024, so they took that just directly out of it. So we ended up with that 64.29 out of the total 81.79.33. We have the Breakfast with Santa money that came in through Eventbrite, the vendor money that came in through Eventbrite, and then the balances are there below. So closing for January was 61,710 and 30 cents.
Still a little more than trickle in. That's pretty good.
Not bad. Yeah. The rebate was a nice bonus for sure.
Yeah. So do we have any discussion questions on the Treasury report? And I'm just talking about 9.1.1 at this point. We know we have no check requisitions, but the other three items we can talk about 0.3, 0.4, and 0.5 separately.
No, looks good. I'm happy to receive it.
Okay. And I will second this in this case and assume we're all in favor.
Yep.
Okay, so that's 9.1.1. Check requisitions 9.1.2 is none, and 9.1.3 filming revenue update. Well, as we can see, we have got all our Tall Pines filming revenue in now. That came in 3 different deposits. And the only thing we don't have, and I'm not sure about the status of it now, is the community care commercial. And I don't know if Bridget can fill us in on that. We did pay out $1,000 to community care as a straight donation. That check has been cashed. Do we know anything further, Bridget, on whether to expect?
Not since the last exchange. I think she copied you. She copied me on it. Just that I think that she did receive the invoice and she had just said she was going to use the money to pay it, but I haven't seen any payment yet.
Right.
I can check with Kimberly, but
okay. Can you tell me who was invoiced? Was it the production company or was it community?
No, it was the production company.
Okay. And then they passed it on to Community Care Peterborough.
Correct.
Okay. So it's Community Care Peterborough that would pay us, likely. And we'll wait another month and see what happens.
It may come in actually because the invoice would have been to the production company, so maybe the production company is invoicing community care, they pay them, and then production company pays us.
I believe that the community care Peterborough reached out to me. It was like prior to Christmas about this,
Mhm.
and I thought it was all clear what we were doing, but I haven't heard anything since. Anyway,
No.
so that's where we are with that one. As far as I
Yep.
know, there's no uh, expectation of revenue from filming. You never know when it might happen. But as far as I know, do you know anything, Bridget? Do we have any?
No. Nothing in the queue, no.
Nothing in the queue. Okay. All right. So the next item is there's no motion required there for anything. I don't think we can motion to receive reports for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now going on to Eventbrite verification. We have had a problem with Eventbrite going back to before Christmas in the Village, where the verification company for Eventbrite called Stripe has been asking for personal ID for the people in charge of the account, as well as ID for our corporation. So we've been through all of that, and I've got a letter from Yvette Hurley to verify that we are a BIA, et cetera, et cetera. Uploaded that documentation, my documentation. I also uploaded Zach's personal ID, and now it's coming back as Zach has to do it himself. So Zach and I will get on that. And we won't be able to go forward using Eventbrite until they're happy. So that's still in process, but we don't have any immediate events to worry about anyway. The budget review. Now, there was a document sent by finance that I intended to use as the budget review today. It was a report on actuals versus budget for 2024. I can tell you we're fine. We're in good shape there. I don't want to go through it point by point because it's not reconciled in that the Eventbrite deposits that were spoken of in Zach's report are not on there. And the reason they're not on there is complicated to explain, but we're working on it. So in short, we are going to move the budget review yet to another month, but rest assured, it's all good. So now, can I have unless there's questions about anything, does anyone want to make a motion to receive reports 9.1.3 through to 9.1.5?
I will, Kathy.
That was Sarah, thank you.
Yeah, I'll second it. So,
I'm seconded.
seconded.
All right, moving on. General business. Decorating committee. Ryan, do you have anything to report on behalf of the committee?
I have nothing to report on the committee.
Okay, that's a quickie. 10.2 marketing committee update. Kim, would you have anything to say on Timmy's behalf? I do have some things to say on her behalf, but maybe you have
Yeah, we
instruct-
haven't been given any information from her. I'm so sorry. I'm playing a lot of catch up right now. Hopefully, I'll
Right.
have more information the next time I'm here.
Okay. Um, well, thank you very much for being here today. I know it was last minute, and um, so the update from Timmy is basically that she would like to have a meeting um, next week, uh, probably Wednesday or Thursday morning, and I am to organize it. And I told her I would try to do that yesterday, but due to my work schedule, I didn't get it done. So I'll make an attempt again today. And Kim, would you be attending marketing committee meetings in the
Yeah,
place?
I think we're going to have to figure out how it works with the long-term leave, whether as long as she's not representing fourth line, I think she can do it, but she can't be on the committee or leading the committee if she's representing fourth line because it's an unpaid leave. So I think
Yeah.
that's the thing that she'll have to figure out. I'm away next week, but beyond that, I can be on the marketing.
Okay. Okay. So um, the there are others on the committee who will attend, and Timmy didn't. She did say that she would attend, and I said I would attend. So I will bring forward uh, the report from that meeting to you, and then we can bring it to our next regular meeting. They are going forward with the uh, what we call the door hangers. But I don't want to get into that specifically because it's it's not my it's not my thing. We'll have something more concrete as of next meeting. Now, other than that, the marketing committee update that I have from Timmy involves events. So we will make a motion at this point, I guess, no, I think we can make the motion at the end of general business to accept reports. So let's move on to events. And the most important thing for today is to confirm our event dates for 2025. And from Timmy, I have the following dates. For the spring event, which will be an Easter event, April 19th. That's a Saturday. And we are requesting a road closure for that the marketing committee is. They're not too sure whether they will have vendors or not, but they want to make provision for vendors. And therefore, or maybe it would be entertainment or something else that would require the road closure. But if in the end it doesn't, this event doesn't require the road closure, then we can cancel it. But the point is that to make sure that it's in place.
Sorry, Kathy, this is for the fishing derby?
No, no.
Sorry.
This is what we would have done in June, which I thought originally that the marketing committee said, let's not have a fall festival, let's have a spring festival.
Okay.
And in the past, that spring festival has been in June. We didn't do a June festival last year because we had blocks and blooms.
Mhm.
So the marketing committee has decided that they would like to have the spring event around Easter instead of June, and the date proposed is April 19th.
Okay.
So the fishing derby would be the following Saturday, and the Lions Club has already asked for the road closure for that.
Yeah. Yeah, we do have that. Yeah.
Okay. So that would be, I'm sorry, I don't have a calendar in front of me, but I think that would be April 26th. Or no, April 20. April 19th, according to, does anyone have a calendar to
I'm just pulling one up.
19th is a Saturday?
19th is a Saturday. So the
Right.
26th would be the fishing
26th
derby.
is the fishing derby. Okay.
Mhm. And so the road closure would be Tupper to Union, or would it be?
Well, we would have to decide that today.
I would just say Cupper to Union because you can always, it's easier to open a road than it is to close a road, right?
Yeah. But
Just
what,
in case there's other closures, like do you anticipate others, Kathy?
pardon me?
Is it just that potential for that area, or would there be like Distillery, Needler's
Yes,
Lane?
I'm thinking that we should uh, extend it to Distillery, in case it makes more sense, Distillery and Needler's Lane. And what,
Distillery?
well,
You
not dis,
sure?
I don't, maybe not
Maybe
Distillery,
just Needler's Lane to,
but
Yeah.
what we, basically what
um,
we did for Christmas in the Village.
Yeah,
okay.
that's Hitler's Lane. Distillery's the other side of the bridge, right?
Yeah, but we did actually close Distillery because of the horses.
So can you send me an email just outlining exactly what area you need closed, just so I can include it in the report?
Well, see, I'm not in charge of the event, and so I don't think they have figured that out. So I'm
Okay.
looking for us as a board to decide what we think makes sense right here and now, and then I can send you an email. But
Okay.
I want it to be a board decision.
Okay.
But I,
Okay.
I would say just King, Tupper to Union and Needler's Lane. And if they don't need it, then
If you don't need it,
Right.
it's easy enough just to leave it open.
Yeah.
yeah.
But the decision might be to leave King Street open and close Needler's Lane.
Right,
But
but we gotta make a decision today, so let's
so
close.
let's make a decision that we want it all,
Right,
and then if we don't need it, then we don't have to have it.
correct.
Okay. So when I send you the email, or do we want it in our minutes of this meeting that we're requesting road closure of um, King Street between Union and Tupper and Needler's Lane? Is that enough to?
But
Yeah.
the minutes won't get approved till next oh, I guess, well, a month from now, right?
Um,
When your minutes get approved, I think, is that what you mean, Sarah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will that matter?
but if you record it in the minutes, then I can send the email.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's that event. The next event is Ladies' Night, July 24th, which is a Thursday. So that's the week of Fourth Line Black Week, if I can call it that. So as not to conflict.
Dark week.
Dark.
Week.
Dark week.
Kim Blackwell, Black Week. Don't know.
Dark week. Dark week.
Dark-
You made me very happy when you said that date, I'll tell you.
Now, once again, there's no direction from marketing committee as to what gets closed. So
Was-
we make all of these road closures the same. And
Well, Ladies' Night's never spilled beyond King Street, so I would just leave it at King Street.
I think, I want to say last year it did, but
No, definitely didn't.
no, it didn't.
no. Okay. Must be thinking of a different one then.
Okay, so we're just looking at King Street between King and Tupper.
Yes.
Okay. And then Christmas in the Village, December 6th So that would be the first Saturday in December.
Mhm.
And road closures, the same as was for 2024, whatever that was. So is that basically, we're calling that Needler's Lane and um, uh, King Street between King and Tupper, or does that also include a portion of Distillery to accommodate horses?
Uh, yeah, I think it was Needler's Lane from Tupper to Hay. Um, I want to say Hay Street was closed too, but I'll look at the map and I'll just make a note that it was the same closure as 2024.
Right. And that's
Yeah.
what Sarah should record in the minutes.
Mhm.
Okay.
Same road closures as in 2024.
Yeah.
Okay. Then is there any further discussion on this? Because the important thing to realize here is that this is in stone now. We cannot go back to council and ask for another event to that we can have other events, but not with road closures. And we can't change these dates. We can't suddenly say we decided to have Christmas in the Village on the 13th instead of the 6th or something like that. It's once it's done, it's done. We happy with this?
Works for me.
Okay,
Yep.
then may I have a motion, please?
All motion?
Okay, and Sarah, you understand what Zach has motioned?
The closure dates or the dates of the events.
The dates of our events that will require road closures to request. Are we requesting council? I think that's what we're requesting. Is that true, Bridget?
Sorry, say that again.
We are, the wording of the motion is that we are requesting council. Is that fair? For road
Yeah, you're
closure.
requesting that council approve the uh, events as listed in the minutes and the corresponding road closures that go with them.
Yes. Okay. Zach has made that motion, excuse me. May I have a seconder, please?
I'll second it.
Ryan second, and I'm in favor. This is everyone else, I presume?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Done. Now, checklist for 2025 events to comply with health, fire, and insurance requirements. This is something the marketing committee has agreed to do. Or Timmy agreed on behalf of the marketing committee, so we don't have a report on that. We will hopefully have a report as of our next meeting. BIA breakfast. I can take this on. Do we want to schedule one in the coming months, between now and say April, or skip it? I would like to have one the way we did last year. No, I guess it was in 2023. We had a kind of a thank you breakfast. I thought that was nice to, we do have budget for this, and it might be a way to get us all together again and thank those like on the decorating committee and Chris Allison's group that help us so much during the events.
I haven't been involved before, so I can't speak one way or the other, but I'm in favor of doing it if everybody else is.
Sure. You're thinking March, Kathy?
Yeah, February is almost over.
Yeah.
Well, I would be proposing a date in March. But I don't have any particular date in mind. It'd be a weekday, avoid the March break, whenever that is. Suggestions?
My only suggestion was I think March might be a little aggressive, unless you have something already in mind.
No, I don't. I mean, the Legion. Um, Other than that, you mean it's aggressive in that it's too soon?
Unless you have something planned, like a topic, speakers, unless you're going full tilt on it, because we'd only have one more meeting before it, right?
I think that maybe we should take this up with the marketing committee at our meeting next Wednesday, hopefully.
Yeah.
Because what I would be hoping for is for us to talk about our events. We don't have to have a guest speaker. If one comes along, great. But let's let everyone know about our door hangers and
That's cool. Well, then, maybe towards the end of March, I guess, because then you can probably fit in a couple of marketing meetings if you need to.
okay. End of March, avoid March break, avoid Easter. And this needs to happen before April 19th.
Yeah.
Because, but I think the theme of it is thank you everyone who helped with the events in 2024, and now we're telling you about our events for 2025.
Yeah. I think that's a good idea. I don't think you need to set a date within this meeting. Like think you can leave it to the marketing committee to pick their own date.
Okay. So we will take that to a marketing committee meeting next week.
Yeah.
And leave it to the marketing committee to organize it with my help. I'm happy to speak to the Legion or whatever we need to do there. One thing I would note though is that when we did this last time, we used Eventbrite to sell tickets, and I would want to do that this time as well. We can comp tickets wherever we want to, but I think we still need the system to sell tickets. So Zach and I have some work to do to get Eventbrite working for us if we're going to use Eventbrite.
Okay.
But anyway, we'll leave it at that. We will take it to marketing. Okay, motion to accept. What do we need here? We already motioned for 10.3.1. I don't think we need a motion for 10.3.2 or 10.3.3 unless it's just to receive.
Right. Can we do a motion at the end to receive reports?
I think so. Yeah. I just receive them all at the end.
Okay. Yep. Okay. So associate membership, nothing to report. 10.5, set policies for Board of Management and membership meetings, reattendance, quorum voting, and reporting. This was something that Zach and I had a meeting with township staff about. And I don't want to deal with that here and now. What I would like to do is meet with hopefully my vice chair, if or the executive entirely, to start drafting up some policies. because we'll just go around in circles if we start talking about it here. Can we agree to do that, Sarah?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I know we've both been very busy, but hopefully we can get together between now and our March meeting and bring forward to the board a set of recommended policies with respect to vote.
Okay.
We need to put these policies in place so that as a board of management, and have them recorded somewhere in our minutes or on our webpage. Here's our, anyway, we'll take that up between us and report back next meeting. OBIAA Conference 2025. This is happening in Collingwood this year, March 30 to April 2. So it's about a month earlier than it was last year. The early bird cost is $875 per person, per member, that is, if you're a member, which we are. And it goes up $100 after February 28th. So we need to decide today if we are going to do that, who's going, or we can decide who's going later, but and whoever is going will put this on their credit card and get reimbursed later. Do we want to attend?
Well, are you not interested in attending, Kathy? Or
I would like to give someone else an opportunity to go. What I would, I think, I think it's very worthwhile. I questioned when I went last year whether it would be worthwhile, and I was very impressed and thought it was worthwhile after I went. Collingwood's not too far away. We do have budget for it. What I would love to have happen is if Sarah and I could go together, and we don't have budget for us both to go, but we have budget for us both to register, and then we'd have to pick up the hotel bill on our own, but we could share a room.
fine by me. But, if you could.
When is, sorry, Kathy, when is this?
March 30 to April 2.
Okay, I'd have to check. I have a crazy number of hearings at the end of March that there's no way I can reschedule. So I'll have to check.
Okay. Is there anyone else? Zach, Ryan? I guess probably it's not something Kim would want to do, but like any one of us could go. And I went last year. Maybe someone instead of me would like to go.
I anticipate I'm probably not able to be away from work. I've been away most of February already, so.
Okay.
I think it's good for you to go, Kat, for sure. So I think you might as well get yourself registered and then see what happens after that.
Okay. Well,
If you want to go, that is, assuming you do.
well, can we leave this to Sarah and I to decide?
It's
Okay.
your budget, right? So the budget's there.
Yeah, the budget's there, and I, quite honestly, I would like either someone else to go just because I've already had the experience, or someone come with me. But we don't have budget for both, for two of us. But I'm willing to share, like put some of my own money in if I can get somebody to come with me. So, and ideally that would be Sarah. So we'll leave that to Sarah and I to decide.
Well,
And
don't forget I mean the budget isn't cast in stone, right?
yeah,
Like if Sarah wants to go, we can always as a board increase the budget for that conference and send Sarah as well
okay.
if we believe it's worthwhile.
Well, Zach, do you have our budget? Can you access that
See
quickly?
here, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second here. I think I do have it handy. Yeah. Let me if I share my screen here, do you guys want to see it? Is that what you're thinking?
No,
Sure, go ahead.
just tell us the number um, for the conference.
I've got $1,500.
That's what I remember too. So $1,500 was intended to cover um, the 875 and hotel. Um, so it it's would cover almost, it would cover two people to register. And then the hotel bill would be on on whoever goes. Um, we'd have to increase the budget a little bit for two to go.
I think there's enough built in other places that we could probably rob from somewhere else
Yeah,
to
well, there is a budget for mileage, I think.
yeah, I think there's $300 in mileage.
Right.
Yeah, I mean if you carpool and share a room and whatever, then I'm sure we can sort it out.
Yeah.
Like I don't think it's anything we need to sweat over.
Right.
There's a lot of money
Last
sitting
year,
in the bank account, right?
I was the only person that went alone. You know, all the other BIAs have at least two people. Some of them have five and so on. But um, okay, let's leave that to Sarah and I. And I don't know what my end of March looks like, but it's actually better than what my end of April looked like last year. So the fishing derby. Um, I'm actually happier to go the end of March than the end of April. So, okay, I don't think there's any need for a motion there. Um, but we're except to record that we're intend to go, send one person.
Yeah,
And,
at least.
okay,
Simple.
okay. And now we need a motion, please, to accept all reports under general business.
I'll move it.
Okay,
I'll second.
okay, and all in favor?
Yeah.
Item
Yeah.
11, correspondence. None that I'm aware of. Anyone have anything under correspondence?
No.
Nope. I will now ask for a motion to adjourn, please. And it is 8:45.
All motion for the adjournment.
I'll second it.
Thank you, everyone.
All right.